What's going on, gentlemen?
What's going on?
Will, you came in first, so you get to start us off. What you got, man?
Hey, good win, good hard team win on all three phases. I'm just happy we came with the win. Defense came to play. We kept our composure, and that's all. I'm satisfied. We got the dub. That's all that matters.
Okay. We'll take that, man. What did you like defensively?
I like the soliloquy there.
I like Xavier Watts came with that interception. Even though when AJ Terrell got hurt, they stepped up. Even D Alpha, even though I got on D Alpha a little bit, but she stepped up on some critical downs, got some critical key tackles, and that boy Billy Bowman, man, that kid, the sky's the limit for him. I mean, I said that he was going to win the nickel cornerback position. The sky's the limit for the team. He came to play with the interception.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up.
What?
Who linked the show just now and didn't even tell me about it?
What you mean?
No, somebody hit the link button and I just saw something pop up. Who linked the show and didn't tell your boy about it?
I think I may be on Facebook with it.
Oh, okay. He got you on YouTube too. I was looking. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah. You know.
All right. Let me know in the chat next time, man. I was looking like, wait a minute.
I thought that was a normal thing. I thought that was
No, I don't mind. I'm not used to it. It just caught me off guard. So that's
okay.
Yeah, that's why I was saying, just let me know.
Got you.
So, John, you were second in. We got Fandemic, and then we got Coach Lou. So, John, what you got?
I'm the one that was talking about my city because my city deserved a win like this, even though it wasn't the way that I wanted it. And we definitely got some things we got to work on. But there is a question that I need to ask everybody. How on God's green earth does a man get flagged for coming offside and my offensive lineman grabs him and holds him to keep him from killing the quarterback, and he gets popped for a holding penalty, which offsets the doggone the offside penalty? What the hell going on here? How that work?
By looking at the law, it was a hold, so they had to call it.
They let that go, John. That's just what the hell they did.
Yeah.
But see, my thing is that if he hadn't held him, Penix was dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And see, okay, what are you? So I'm supposed to let the man come in and kill my quarterback, okay? And he done jumped offside. All right, he done jumped offside.
But he
now, yeah, and the man gets flagged for holding. Come on, no. Something needs to be done about that. Something definitely needs to be done about that. Because see, if he hadn't grabbed him, he had a beeline toward Penix because of the jump that he had, offsides. You know.
Yeah.
But let me tell y'all something. I hadn't seen a defense swarm like that since the Grits.
I was about to say
Grits Blitz.
Since the Grits Blitz. I mean, all hats on the ball. That's what Jerry Glanville used to say. Hit the beach. All hats on the ball. And I mean, man, I'm sitting up here. We got 4 sacks in the first half. You know what I mean? When it happened, I said, we got 4 sacks in that first half, and then the 5th one came right in the next play. I said, man, good God Almighty, man! I mean, them juggled just like bees on a damn bear hitting the hive, Jack. Yeah. I mean, beautiful thing to see. Beautiful thing to see.
And think about it, John. Think about this: the 2 first-round picks not only got sacks, they made plays the whole game. Jalen Walker was setting the edge. James Pierce Jr. was getting in that backfield consistently. And then one man that we got to point out that was an offseason steal, just like Jesse Bates was years ago, Mr. Diablo.
I was about to say, I was going to stop you see.
Them guys doing Diablo.
And now,
Diablo
And in the running game,
yeah,
I'm so glad that Zach Robinson was listening to somebody. And okay, you remember what they were doing last week? Wherever Warner went, that's where Bijan went. Okay, I'm glad to see that we got. Matter of fact, you had 3 people in the backfield.
John, I got
Yeah, 3 people in the backfield. I mean, look, this is what I've been saying for the past 10 years.
Right.
Fullbacks. You got to have fullbacks in there if you want to run. If you serious about running, you got to have fullbacks back in there. Whether they be converted tight ends, which I really, but I go along with it. I go along with it because we ran and we ran effectively. Okay.
There we go. John.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I don't know why that happened, but let's do it like this here, fellas. I'm gonna throw this out here. I got some stats for you. Now, you were just talking about it. John, we had 6 sacks tonight. We had 5 tackles for losses. We had 4 pass deflections, and we had 11 quarterback hits tonight.
Yeah.
That right there is a drastic improvement from what we had last year when you talk about this defense. Fandemic, what you got for us, man?
Hey, man, I'm gonna say one word: defense. Yeah, I can't say it enough. I mean, the last 5 or was it 6 series that they stood up against, it went punt, 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 fumble, punt, interception. You cannot act like John said. This is the exact replica of that grits blitz. No one man was a show. It was a total team collaboration, and they did one thing. They got pressure. I think McCarthy had 1 or 2 plays where he made a couple of plays, but other than that, it was like he drew it up on paper. Special teams, oh my goodness, a whole lot better than last week. A whole lot better. And I was kind of suspect on this matchup coming into the game, but Elijah Wilkinson and Jonathan Grenard. I thought Grenard was going to have a field day with him, but he couldn't do nothing with Wilkinson. So what did he do? He had to go to the other side and face Jake Matthews. And he gave Jake Matthews all he could have. I mean, Jake Matthews, that's where the sacks came from on Penix.
Yep.
But when he faced Wilkinson, oh my goodness, he couldn't do nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Fights make, how do they say it? Styles make fights.
Yeah.
Styles make fights. And that right there was damn near as close to Canelo and freaking Bud last night. That was literally what that was, because Wilkinson put on the clinic. He had 1 penalty, which was a false start. But again, I said this last week. I said he had 2 penalties, but he held his own. Now, apparently he's gotten better.
He had 2
Yeah, he got better with handling the pressure. But the problem with that whole situation was, what is he going to do when stuff gets real? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we talked about it, and we were just like, you know what? At this point, what are you gonna do? You've been put out. Now you've pretty much shown what you're gonna do.
Yeah, exactly.
So I respect it wholeheartedly. I respect what this kid put out there on the field. This young man put out on the field tonight. And going forward, we just got to get this pass protection down where we can hit deep shots, because Penix had no time to throw deep. But when it came to throwing intermediate routes, he was picking them apart, picking them clean.
Yeah. And that's actually was a concern coming into the season, whether or not he was going to be able to make that throw. Because he was like Michael Vick, he could throw that long ball and he could put a lot on it. But can he take enough off of it to hit those intermediate throws? Now, I know you said that. I know you said in the beginning, you said that if anybody came in here complaining, you're going to boot them off. But I got one complaint.
What's up? Here's the thing.
I don't
mind you pointing out. No, listen, I don't mind you pointing out something that needs to be worked on. I'm talking about we sitting here complaining the whole show.
Oh, yeah.
What I'm talking about. We don't mind pointing out things that need to be worked on. I'm fine with it. It's just sitting in here whining the whole show. Like,
I think everybody agree. I think everybody agree with this one.
Yeah.
That red zone performance. We got us go. Because Because if we go into Washington doing this with on in the red zone, we will not last against Washington. Now we may be get away with Carolina.
But to your point, here's the thing with that though. It wasn't execution. It was more so time of the clock and getting a play in.
Yeah.
I guess there was some kind of technical difficulty tonight with Zach getting the play down to MPJ. And then MPJ trying
he couldn't hear
to play.
He could not hear at all.
So down there in where we were at, they could not hear whatsoever. So it's something that we're going to have to start doing now with more silent counts or hand calls or something like that to put those plays in, because like you said, if we would have converted those, the game we would have been so much further along. But again, when you're in Minnesota, they get loud in there. And I've been in that stadium before. You will go deaf. You will go deaf.
I agree.
So,
but that's what everybody's saying too. That Zach Roberts need to come out of that booth and get on that field.
He got to be on the field.
He need to be on the field facing these guys so he can have quick verbal conversation as opposed to fumbling with a mic and the connection, whether or not he was going to be able to get over the crowd.
I like that idea. Him coming down at that booth.
Got to be on the field. He has to.
Now, this was one game that he definitely needed to be right there on the sideline. As soon as the quarterback and as soon as the offense comes off the field, that you all can sit up here and talk. Because, see, I mean, what purpose is it for you to be up for an offensive coordinator to be up in the booth if you're calling this game situational? Okay.
As a coach, I'll speak to that. As a coach, I'll speak to that.
He might like having a bird eye view of the field.
Well, coach, go ahead and speak on that. Yeah, I want to hear what you got to say about that.
Okay, so when you're sitting in a booth as an offensive coordinator, there's two things that you're really looking for: personnel and how they're lining up. Are they in the cover 2? Are they in a shell? Are they playing cover 1? You're trying to figure out where their strength is. So you can't really see the strength from the field angle. You can see it up top. So when you're looking down on the field, you see exactly where the strength is at, where the blitz is coming from. So now you can play chess. That's why he's up in the booth. I would say, if he wants to do that, home games he can be in the booth for sure. Away games, you need to be on the field.
Okay, well, coach, hear me out on this one. Why don't you get a big screen TV with a camera showing down on the field, be on the sideline, and you can do that down now?
Yeah.
I'm just asking. Hey, coach, go to Walmart and get one of them 92-inch Vizio. One you can throw away at the end of the game. And you can do
that. There's only one John Harris.
I'm just asking the question.
Lord.
You got the best of you got the best of both worlds. Cause look, don't they look at that Surface tablet all the time? Aren't they looking at that Surface tablet all the time? Get.
I ain't got nothing.
He's gonna get a 92 inch.
I mean, look.
I ain't got nothing.
Hey, you can see the name on the back of the man uniform down there with that 8 inch now.
Hey, John, I have nothing to say but peace and blessings, bro. You wild as hell today.
I'm just saying, man. Because, hey. Now you remember a long time ago, they used to send Polaroid pictures down a rope from the booth down there to the field. You remember that?
Remember that?
Yeah. Now I'm just progressing this thing. I'm just progressing this thing to the 22nd century here.
Technology has come a long way, John.
Hey, man. Hey, use it. We got Surface tablets now. You got Surface tablets now.
Look for
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Kyle Shanahan. Taking what you want to say about Kyle Shanahan, but what he did not do, and just go back to what Coach Lou was saying, that he did not let the defense dictate his play calling.
Nope.
He did not do. Now his pride got in the way. That's what killed him. But one thing he did not do, he made the defense play to him. So if he went out there and he started calling plays, and if one play didn't work, he might call a play where players are lined up in a different formation, but it'd be the same play going to the same player. But that's one thing he did not do, and I think that's one of the things Zach Robinson is going to have to do as he grow as an offensive coordinator. He's going to have to be able to on a whim call plays that he want to work against the defense that's standing up to what he's calling. Like he said, he got to play chess with him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Call from the seat of your pants.
Yeah.
Fellas, so here's the thing. Let me bring it back because Coach Cam hadn't had the time to put his stuff out there.
Coach, I just asked a question.
What you got?
Nah, all you guys pretty much hit it on the head. The one thing that I took away from the game tonight is that one, we need to at some point find Jake's replacement, but Elijah and Jake are going to have to give Michael Penix more time to throw the ball. That's really the biggest issue. We can run the ball down anyone's throat. Warner is one hell of a blocking tight end. He creates so much space out there. He creates so many holes for Bijan and Tyler to get through. So on that side of the ball, we're solid when it comes to the run. We're just going to have to be a lot more aggressive in the passing game to allow Michael Penix to be able to actually get through his reads, because he got through maybe 1.5 reads tonight before, they was down his throat. The defense tonight, the one thing me and Ryan have harped on for, I want to say the last 3-4 years, if you get one solid guy to be the leader of this defensive line, they will go as he goes. And James Pierce Jr. tonight was that guy. They couldn't block him. They tried to double him. They still couldn't do it. And then when you have someone like X-Men back there and Billy Bowman, even though he got toasted one play, we got lucky with that one. Those two guys, I've said it for the longest time, you need other guys that will allow Bates to just roam the field. And they give him that ability. So when you have your best safety back there just being able to roam, you take away a lot of good looks that the opposing quarterback has. Right. So if we continue to play and add on tonight's performance, hey
Cam, we forgot the two best D linemen tonight was one of my X factors that I had as a breakout for this year. I told everybody, I said, Zach Harrison is a problem.
Yeah.
Zach Harrison is a problem. He was my guy. And I
picked him. Last year until he got hurt.
And I told everybody, I said, hands down, I remember what he single-handedly did to Georgia. It didn't come up on the stat sheet. Stetson Bennett was uncomfortable that night. Even though they won that game, they had to fight to get that. And Zach Harrison was the problem.
Because look what he did last year. In the Saints game before he got hurt.
Zach Harrison, I compared, and you can go look at the footage, and I said it when we drafted him. I said Zach Harrison is a poor man's Javon Curse. A lot of people didn't want to believe me when I said that.
That sounds about right.
You look at the build, you look at the aggressiveness, you look at a guy that does not mind just doing the dirty work, and that was Javon Curse. The difference was, and here's the ironic part, they both run a 4.4. That's the funny part. They both run a 4.4. So
they come off violent. They come off the line violent.
Yeah, because think about it. The sack that he got tonight, when he got in that backfield, J.J. McCarthy couldn't do nothing but swallow the ball. That's all he could do because he wasn't going nowhere. And when you talk about that, then Brandon Dorless shows up. Finally, we finally get Brandon Dorless that we've heard about, that everybody talked about, that was coming out of Oregon. He got 2 sacks tonight. He disappeared last week, MIA. But tonight, he said, you know what? The bright lights are on. Everybody watching. Okay, I'm gonna show y'all why I was a top round draft pick.
Yeah,
and he surely did. And I hate to say it, Braylon Trice, you got hurt 2 years in a row, man.
Yeah, man.
Around here too much longer, my bro.
Yeah,
I hate to say that, but that's 2 years in a row that you've been injured and you've missed the season.
Yeah,
wait to pick at this point.
Yeah. So tell me this, maybe one of y'all can answer this, and this has nothing to do with tonight's game. But why are we holding on to Troy?
They holding on to him.
They had to put him on an injury list.
He got pictures.
He got. I think he do.
He got dirt on somebody. He got dirt on somebody for sure.
He got pictures.
Because it's like the 3rd or 4th year that we could actually use him, and he's been.
His contract expires this year, so they don't have to bring him back. So even if he has dirt on somebody, it ain't gonna happen.
I told you he just like Ty Sombrello.
Boy, John, you
That
got.
dog.
I don't know, man.
John, I
He
thought
just
I
like-
had players I disliked, but damn, you take the cake. You brought
No,
that.
it's not that I dislike him. It was just like Ty Sombrello, my nose block up better than he block on the offensive line. But every time you look around, somebody would get hurt. The Falcons have activated Ty Sombrello, and he get out there. His arm looks shorter than Sam Baker. Look like a pterodactyl out there trying to block.
John, you need to stop.
Well, he did.
Hey, man. You talk. Hey, listen. You talking about somebody's child out here, man. You better leave him alone.
No, I'm talking about a grown man football player, Ryan. I'm sorry, mom, dad, all rest, but your son couldn't block nobody.
Hey, man, but look,
we gotta move on that.
Can't argue with that one, but
I'm sorry.
We gotta move
Hey,
on
man.
that.
Now here's the one thing that I think we need to work on. Now it's a great win, but here's something that is two things I'm gonna point out. We got to stop killing our own momentum.
There you go.
We've done that at home, and we did this on the road. We have to stop killing our momentum at
We
this
do that just about every game, don't we?
But here's the thing: you got to drive where Bijan gets a 10-yard run. You might get a 15-yard catch by Pitts, or Mooney might make a big catch, or Drake might make a big play. And the next thing you know, 2 false start penalties, or pretty much, if not 2 false start penalties, a holding penalty. I mean, we have to be more disciplined when we have momentum, especially on the road.
Yeah.
This was a hostile environment we were in. We walked in, we handled business, and we kept it moving. But now we have to play Carolina, and we have to be disciplined in this football game, and we cannot kill our momentum.
Right.
Period.
Right.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what, and I rarely say this, but these officials were called in holding.
Yeah.
They were called in some holding call. Now we were getting held all last week. I was surprised that anybody on the defensive line left the field with clothes on. The way that those jokers were holding, ripping, pulling, grabbing, and everything. Because man, that's what they've been doing to us.
Yeah.
You know. And I'm just glad the officials gave us some. I mean, they were calling holding just about every 3 to 5 snaps on the fact, because the Falcons were getting back there. I mean, they would get just like they were last week. Okay, it resulted in sacks. It resulted in sacks this week, and I mean, oh man, like I said, man, I hadn't seen anything like this since the Grits Blitz, man. They were just coming from everywhere. Yeah. They were just coming from every place.
Yeah. I was trying to explain to my son how the Grit Blitz was made up. Like there were no superstars on that team outside of Claude Humphreys, and he was like the glue for that defense. But I actually had to pull up the stats to get my sons to realize the impact that the Grit Blitz was. I mean, that Grit Blitz was
even talk about it.
But you know what? You got to put before the Grits Blitz came around, you got to put together, before it got the nickname, you got to talk about how that defense was actually good before they got that name coined.
Right.
We got it coined or whatnot later in the 70s, but the true architect of that defense was Tommy Nobis, rest in peace.
Yeah.
And a lot of people forget about him because Tommy got tired of management. They weren't trying to build around him. And y'all lived through that. That's when John had that afro looking like a damn Black Panther back in the day, with that kufi on back in the day. But all I'm saying is, you got it, like you said, you pay homage to Claude Humphrey.
Don't come to Chicago.
Tommy Nobis. Outside of Tommy Nobis, then you also got to look at the fact that you had a shutdown corner in Roland Lawrence that a lot of people don't talk about, and he leads the franchise still with interceptions. He's not in the Ring of Honor, which is a shame. And hell, he could be in the Hall of Fame with the numbers that he got. And then,
but when I was talking about, I'm talking about initially when that defense was built.
Oh, initially
that was the only household name.
Oh yeah, those are the people
household name at that time. But the others made their name when they got on that defense.
And Ken Reeves is another one we forget about all the time.
Yep.
That when
that was defense.
And that's why I'm saying we talk about the ones that were the known names. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But at the same time, we always forget about those other ones that were very intricate in that. Fulton Kuykendall. You talk about Jeff Merrill. You talk about Penny. You talk about Robert Pennywell. I mean,
Kuykendall.
Yeah, he named him.
And so, and so when you talk about this team, I'm not going to compare this young team to that. You get what I'm saying? Not yet. It has to be consistent from this team before we can coin them, because we've seen teams have 2 or 3 good games and then disappear.
Yeah.
When it becomes consistent all year, they can have whatever nickname they want.
Yeah. The gridiron.
Like I said, they remind me of that because, like I said, I have not seen that all-out attack defense since that particular time, and
they look like that tonight.
Yeah, and hey, this is just week 2.
Mm-hmm.
We got 15 more to go.
Yeah,
we got 15 more to go, and as far as improvement is concerned, I've got to say this, and I'm going to have to verify this by a cursory look at the game again tomorrow, if not later on tonight, about short pass plays. Mm-hmm. Because when we came out and walked down the field, Penix was getting that ball out of his hands. And see, they timed him tonight on 2 passes. One pass he got out in 1.97 seconds and completed it. He got the second one out. Yeah. So the thing is that if you can get the ball out of your hand to someone, there's absolutely nothing a defense can do to react. Nothing. Because look, by the time you say the word react, the play is over.
It's over. Yeah.
And the one thing that we talked about in our group chat is that we don't need Michael Penix to be Michael Vick, to be Superman. We don't need him to be Patrick Mahomes.
Exactly.
All we need him to do is just manage the game. Let the run game do what it's going to do. Mm-hmm. Force them guys to load to the box and then beat them with the quick game. Let the receivers do their job. When we do our job and we actually do it the correct way and no one is trying to overplay their role, we can beat anybody in this league. And we showed it tonight because no one is stopping the run game. The one thing that I wish we would do is get out of that damn pistol 87% of the damn time. Outside of that,
ain't nobody. I said that last week, and I had K-Dub in here laughing. I said the only pistol I like is the one that I can carry on my hip. That's the only one that I like. The one that we seeing right now, it's just. I'll put it this way: there are some good plays we can run out of it. But if you notice when we started running I formation, pro set, where you had pretty much your tight end or Tyler Algier off to the right and giving Bijan an extra body, or you had a single back and Penix was under center. If you notice, teams don't know how to react when we get in those formations like that because they're so used to seeing Atlanta and pistol 80% of the time.
Right.
I'm not laughing. I'm just saying that Zach said that's what he loves to call. I'm just stating what he said.
Oh no, I was talking about when I said
I want us to be multifaceted. I want us to be multifaceted and get all types of different
pistol joke. No, I was talking about the pistol joke that I made. I said the only pistols we like is the ones that you can carry and it's tied to the Second Amendment. But other than that offense, you can run formations out of it. But at this point, you won the game and running the ball, but you're gonna have to put yourself in a spot to where we can get some stuff straight. That's all I can say.
And one thing go ahead, John. Only thing I was about to say, man, I'm praying that AJ Terrell is all right. I just hope I just told him, he ain't out a couple weeks because if he do, I'm putting CJ Henderson in. God forbid.
Hey,
I'm just
William.
saying.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
William. You told me to go ahead, and then you.
I'm sorry. I that's all I got to say. I ain't got nothing else, John. Go ahead, man. I'm gonna mute myself.
Let's pink slip, man.
Wow.
Hey, I didn't think you caught that.
You know what? Pink slip. You know what? Pink slip Will delivers again, man.
That doggone Will. Wait a minute. Hey, Will, man, look. We'll have us cracking up on Wednesday because, man, look at it. Ain't no stop sign, no yield sign, no red lights. It's all gas. Hey, Will is all gas and no brakes, Jack. Ain't no brakes on. Ain't no brakes.
I'll go.
He told me to go. He told me to go. I'm glad I slammed on brakes. My car would have been towed the hell up.
You know what? Will
did the exact same thing. He did the exact same thing in my comment section, right? He came on there.
Hey, man, that my boy there. That my boy there.
Will, you know what? Well, you know what? You done just turned into a straight murderer when it come to that, man. Just murdering.
Oh man, no, hey, but see, he trying to get his point out, and I respect that. I respect that.
Hey, John. But, see, we don't let him slide in here. That's why we call him. That's what we call him in here. That's pink.
Oh boy. But what was I gonna damn say? I done laughed it out. That boy cracked me up. Y'all done laughed my damn thought out.
Hey, but that joker Will in my comment section. He said,
I just thought of it. But look, now, I'm sorry.
No, John, go ahead, man.
I was on time. Okay, go ahead. But coach, now I'm gonna say this. Now, this man, Michael Penix is going to have to do a 3/4 imitation of Michael Vick to keep from getting killed like he got killed tonight, because they were tearing the doggone cover off of him. Now, I mean, standing back there, standing in the pocket like he did last week. You remember last week when he stood tall in the pocket with the pressure coming and delivered the pass. Okay. But if you see that there's nothing open, you got to get out the way, especially the way that those jokers were coming tonight. He's got to get out of the way just for self-preservation's sake. Now, I'm not talking about him, drawing plays in the dirt like Michael Vick used to do and then running his own play regardless of what the coach called. But he's got to go. He's got to be able to move. He got to get out of there.
Well, tonight he couldn't. Because if you look at it, the way that they was drawing up the blitz, they kept him in the pocket. And if he wanted to step up, it was somebody right in his face. So it really wasn't much he could do tonight. So that's the thing that I was saying. Elijah Wilkinson and Jake Matthews, they have to hold up their blocks, because if they don't, they're gonna get MPJ killed. And that's just what it is. Like they gotta hold up, especially in the passing in the first half. Elijah Wilkinson, they was blowing the doors off of him. They was getting in the backfield quicker than he could even get out of his stance. But then when they moved over to Jake Matthews' side, Jake Matthews was giving up the barn. Just here you go, take it. I don't want it no more. Right. So we have to figure out how we can assist those guys, so that Michael Penix can at least step into the pocket or at least run. He had no running lanes tonight whatsoever, trying to get rid of the ball. He had no exit lane at all.
Right. Now, what about moving the pocket?
Who's athletic enough to do it? On the offensive line, who's athletic enough to move with him and hold their block? That's the issue.
I think Lindstrom is good enough.
That's one guy.
Good enough.
Hold up. Now, we talked about Matthews, but let's keep it a buck. Lindstrom got his ass whooped too tonight.
Yeah, he did too. Well, all of them did, really.
Well, that makes 2 in a row for Lindstrom.
Lindstrom gave up. Listen,
that makes 2 weeks in a row for Lindstrom.
So think about it. You saw him get whipped 4 times because they showed on the camera. 4 times he got whipped. Matthews got whipped 5 times.
Yeah,
I'm just saying these are veterans that they got whipped. You would have thought it would have been Wilkinson that would have been getting his ass handed to him, like
especially playing against Bernard. Yeah.
Point, all you can do at this point, all you can do is just kind of chuckle and laugh because it's like, all right, the guy that we worried about is holding his own, and the folks that we didn't worry about, they need help. Yeah. So at this point, all you can do is just say, well, all right, y'all need to get this thing fixed. At this point, you guys need to get this offensive line fixed so we can actually take deep shots down the field. Because once these defenses start figuring out, okay, we're going to play zone and let these dudes run these mesh routes and these concept routes where they're taking chunk plays and they're not able to throw deep. That's going to really hurt. That's going to really hurt Michael Penix in his development and being able to throw downfield. So the offensive line is key for us in this future passing game that we have.
Right.
Yeah, because man, I was looking at the Philadelphia game today.
Yeah.
And once a damn again, boy, Kansas City got some problems if they're thinking about winning the Super Bowl again against Philadelphia, because you got the biggest offensive and defensive lines in football up there, and y'all know what it is that I want on my offensive and defensive line. I want diesel burning vehicles.
Yeah.
If the man has
John, you said this. We said this last year. We went into Philly and beat them because of a blunder from their head coach trying to get greedy. All they had to do was just run the ball. That's
he was trying to mash our face in it. He was trying to push our face in it.
And that's what happened when you get cute. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing I see about Philly. Without Jalen Carter, and I got to give it to Jordan Davis. He stepped up, but Jalen Carter is that pepper in that stew for that defense. Yeah. They feed off of him, John.
Yeah.
And this is why, and I love Bijan. And it's always going to be a debate of contention with Falcon fans. And some Falcon fans be like, nah, well, we got who we got. Understand this. When you really look at what we have defensively, we got a rotation now.
Yeah.
But when you look at him, that's your alpha dog that we talked about.
Yeah.
That is what we call an alpha dog.
Yeah.
That man demands respect, and his thing. And if you don't respect what he does, he can wreck your game plan. Ask the Los Angeles Rams what happened to him in that NFC Championship game. And Matthew Stafford had a shot to throw in the end zone, and who ended that?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, now see,
time
that's why I told
big plays. And
that's why I told y'all
without him, that defense is beatable without him.
See, that's why I told y'all from the time that I first met you guys that I want filthy, stinking, nasty folk chained up in the backyard. I want jokers that are on death row. I want them on the last strike of a 3-strike program. Look, and if I can't get that, I want anything from the Ring of Fire, Tonga, Hawaii, the Philippines. I want the joker named the end in a vowel, A-E-I-O-U, or whatever. That's what you need, because those are road graders. Those people either bust a hole in something or seal a hole, and knock people over or grab them and you can't let go.
Yep.
All these pickup trucks we used to get around here. Man, look, they're 1500s for a reason. Sometimes you don't need a 1500, you need a 3500. Or like one of them big Ford 9000 LTLs. I mean, man, look, when the Joker pass gas, I want to see it. Black, smoke, diesel. That's what I want on the line.
Right.
I'm sorry.
That's what I said during the draft, that if he's Samoan, he played over there in the Midwest, as an offensive lineman, or one of these cats from across seas who played rugby at 330 pounds playing rugby football, bring him in as a lineman. Because I want somebody that's gonna play knock the snot out you every chance he get.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want nobody to play no pity pat ball with you, play strategic ball with you. No, I want him to do nothing but just knock you in the dirt. That's it. Bottom line.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that because I coach on a high school level. I have a freshman right now. I have a freshman. The kid is 6'4", 305.
Ooh.
Only thing that he want to do is hit people on the defensive line. That's all he want to do is run through people. And we have to tell this kid every play, he is your teammate. You can't hit him like that. That is your teammate. You can't hit him like that.
Look, I grew up in East Lake Meadows, right? And that's all we did. That's all we wanted to do was hit. When we played throw up tackle, King of the Hill or whatever, if you had to watch the ball hit the ground because everybody wanted to hit. So when I got to high school, I didn't want nothing but hitting. That's it. And every time I hit that quarterback, hit that guy with that red jersey on or with that red thing on his head, coach called a bull ring. I enjoyed it. The coach was like, man, where you come from? Coach, all I want to do is hit. Coach got so mad at me one day, he made me get on the offensive line. He said, if you don't get on the offensive line, if you don't get on my offensive line, I'm taking you off my defense.
He wanted you to run that one time.
Man, I'm telling you, I didn't want to do nothing but hit, folks. That's it. When I got to that, when me and my brother got to that school, they changed that defense from a 3-4 to a 5-2. Both me and my brother playing linebackers. We didn't want to do nothing but hit. That's it. We saw the ball. When you ran against us, you had to run to the sidelines.
Did you? What years did you play in high school, man? Back up in Atlanta.
85 through
85.
85. Yeah. You remember East Lake Meadows, do you?
K-Dub is from East Lake Meadows, who just left the show. He from there.
Hey, man.
That's where we grew up.
But here's the thing. So did you ever get to play against Westwood in them schools and MD Collins back in the day?
Man, what? That's all. Look, who's a double school?
So I got a question for you. Do you remember a football player by the name of Christopher Walker? Played at Westwood first and then played at MD Collins, and he ran track. Him and Chauncey played together at MD Collins.
Name don't ring a bell. So I was playing against schools like Doug, East Atlanta, Bass.
Okay.
Smith High School, Green Teleferro, Green County.
Okay, so you weren't playing against MD Collins or Westwood back in the day.
I didn't play against Westwood. We played against MD Collins. That was what we had to travel to.
Yeah, my father graduated in 85. Chris Walker. Okay. That's why I was asking. And he played over at Westwood first and then played at MD Collins.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't know him. That's when I started playing in freshman football.
You was a freshman.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I probably wouldn't know him. And we were a small school too, so.
But getting back to it though, last thoughts we gonna have, because we all got to go to work tomorrow. Well, John don't because he retired.
I don't.
You know what I mean?
Must be nice.
But you know what? It don't bother me because I'm used to being up late. My military days got me like this. That's why I can stay up and go to work.
Exactly.
I got it in my blood.
Yeah. What branch you was in?
Coast Guard, sir.
Oh, Coast Guard. Okay, I was Navy.
Hold on, and I was underway.
Yeah.
I wasn't no land lover. I was out.
I did 2 back-to-back med cruises, 2 6-month med cruises back to back. 8 on the waters. Just call me the salty dog.
Hey man, I got you. Look, 3.5 years should have got my 5-year Cutterman pen, but I messed that. I messed that up by going to land, but it's all good.
Yeah.
But anywho. But getting back to this Falcons team or whatnot, we just kind of had to cut up a little bit. When you look at what we have, defensively is not the problem. We got to fix a few things. We're going to make mistakes, but I can see the consistency and the aggressiveness every game getting better. You see more aggressive play. You see more pressure that's coming. And Atlanta's just pretty much letting you know we're going to hit you in the mouth. What you going to do about it? That's pretty much what this defense is. We just got to get the offense on track. The running game, I don't have a problem with. We got to get the pass pro right so we can start hitting these folks downfield. Oh, Kool-Aid, my pops graduated in 85 or whatever. He graduated in 85.
The biggest thing that I also saw tonight is how quickly Kyle Pitts is coming off the ball and getting out the breaks. He's actually running his routes the correct way this year.
Because he's not pouting. He's trying to get that bag. What you
hey, I tell you one thing I noticed tonight. Yeah. He playing for that nigga's contract.
I just hope that it continues. That's all.
Because the one thing, Ryan, me and you have talked about this over the last 2 years. Kyle Pitts, he quits on his routes consistently. Tonight, even when he wasn't the target, he ran his route and he ran it the way it was supposed to be ran. He didn't cut it off. He didn't jog it out. He ran it full speed. And then if the play was coming to him, he actually looked to make a block. So he's looking like a football player.
Now the question is, can it consistently keep going?
No. Because it's Kyle Pitts.
No. You know what? I don't know. I think he'll get better. I think he'll get better.
I was starting to like you. I'm gonna tell you why.
I'm gonna tell you why. I really don't think. I think there was something going on between. And I said this before. I think there was something going on privately between Cousins and Penix. Cousins and Penix. But when you look at how Penix and Pitt play together, no, not Cousins and Penix. Between Cousins and
Pitt, because they were best friends. And Pitt recruited them to come here. If y'all remember.
Yeah, I think that was something. Because remember during the draft they were saying something about the conversation that they were having, and I think stemming from that there was something going on outside of the game, right? But when you look at how Penix and Pitts play together, he finds Pitts. I mean, he doesn't connect every time, but he finds him. He actually looks for him, and then you have Penix actually speak up for him, and say, "Hey, I want to play with Penix."
But here's the thing that you also got to look at too. Like you said, something happened between Pitts and Cousins because Pitts was the one who recruited him to come here.
Right.
That's who recruited him.
Right.
So when you think about it, Pitts fell out with Kirk last.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bury you in this office. I throw to you here and there, but it's just what it is. But at this point, all you can do is sit back and say, all right, we see what you can do. We see what you're doing right now. Mm-hmm. Now, a lot of us are pissed off right now because this is what we expected from you. And you've been BSing because of the fact that you've been in your feelings with these quarterbacks.
Yeah.
But now
in the injury year.
No, I don't even mention the second year. I'm talking about the last 2 years after that injury.
Right.
This is the problem. Mm-hmm. He's already showing what he should have been.
Yeah.
It's called being a professional. That's something he didn't do.
Yeah.
And that's a problem because now we see you playing for this bag because you want to be here now, but you was ready to get the hell up out of here when we didn't have nothing.
Yeah.
That's what I got a problem with.
Yeah.
So for everybody in here that want to sit here and say, "Oh, well, I'm rocking with him," hell no.
Yeah.
Hell no. That right there left a bad taste in my mouth because here's my thing. Drake got here. We was bad. Drake balled out even when he didn't get the ball. Right. Tyler Algier doesn't even get the ball as much as he should.
And don't get paid nowhere near as much.
As he should. And guess what he's doing? He still is a professional. When I speak on professionalism, I'm talking about guys that are still trying to make plays, but they're not just playing for a contract. They playing because they want to play. And they're not going to attention.
Yeah.
I expect more. I expect more from a guy that's a first round pick. I can get that from a guy that's a lower tier guy if he's in his feelings. But I expect more.
Not even just a first round pick.
a face of the franchise.
A top 5 pick, face of the franchise type pick. The highest drafted tight end ever.
Yeah,
but I'm not going.
Which was one of the most stupid.
No, we ain't gonna trash him because he balled out tonight and he balled out last week.
Yeah.
No. I'm not trashing the man.
I'm just saying what we upset about is the potential. Now that he's showing all of it.
Yeah.
Where the hell is this?
Hey, and you all know that this happens all around the league. Contract time. Oh man, it's just look at here. He buying donuts for the entire team. Rolex watches are coming next. The Joker might doggone put carpet in your house for free. You know, ain't no telling what he gonna do. He want to stay here. He got a quarterback now. All right, versus the junk that we had here the past few years. All right,
he don't get a pass from that because Brock Bowers did it with
no. I'm not passing. No, I'm not giving no pass.
Okay, I'm gonna say no. He don't get a pass with that.
I'm not giving no pass. I'm just telling it like it is.
And here's the other thing. And he did it with Riddler.
Yeah,
he did it with the boy Ritter.
Yeah,
man. See, and the bad thing about that, you know, we go and get quarterbacks that couldn't throw up if they had a stomach.
Why, Ryan? Why you have to say that man's name? Why? I just need to get that. I just need to get that.
Look, anytime you say that around this man, he just started getting in his feelings, boy. It's dangerous to do.
Well, now one thing I've got to say about that Ritter situation, and Arthur Blank said it too.
Stop saying that name, bro.
I didn't know it was it's the name that gives you the psychosis. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, just like anytime somebody say something about number 2 to you.
Well, I've been to therapy, and it doesn't bother me as bad as it used to now. You know, it doesn't bother me as bad because it's gone.
John, get back to your point for Mr. The last quarterback that we had that should remain nameless for right now because I don't need him spazzing out.
Oh, okay, well, I'm not. Hey, I'm done. I'm done. Since I can't say the name.
Hey, John, you can talk about it. It was just the name part. You see,
right?
That's a combat. Hey, John, that's a combat vet down there. He get PTSD with Ritter, and he get PTSD with his stuff that he did overseas. There are 2 things that mess him up.
Well, see, the one who shall remain nameless. I'm going to say this, and Arthur Blank said it at the first exit press conference when they fired Arthur Smith. Yeah. If you're going to bring somebody here, you got to develop them. And you knew that man needed development, or at least an attempt at development, but you didn't do it. Okay, and that's one of the reasons that Arthur Smith got fired. You sit up here and draft the doggone tight end with a number 4 freaking pick.
Right.
Man.
Here's a question I got for you. No. Now, and I'm gonna say this, and this is gonna be the last topic for tonight. Joe Burrow got hurt today, fellas.
Yeah.
Joe got hurt.
Out for 3 months.
They don't say again.
He out for 3 months.
Has it been officially put out there?
Yeah.
They said he got to have surgery.
So he's out for 3. Okay, so he's out for 3 months. All right. So here's a take because I'm saving this for the week too. How would y'all feel if Cincinnati called us about they got Ritter up there right now? They got him up there.
I thought you weren't supposed to say that.
No. We ain't finna talk about it. I'm just making this. I'm letting you know they got him up there. They already know what he gonna do.
He got cut.
He's up there on the roster. So here's the question.
He got cut.
Oh, he got cut.
He got cut.
Ritter got cut.
He ain't there no more.
They'll bring him back. They cut him right before the season. That's right. They cut him right before the season started. So here's the thing. They either gonna bring him back to be cheap, or they're gonna sit here and maybe they might give us a call about Kirk Cousins.
No.
Dear Lord.
Listen, you saying no, but here's the thing. We might be able to get something for him. That's what you're not understanding. You saying no right now.
Yeah.
I understand that we need a backup quarterback that's going to be able to hold things together if Penix goes down.
Exactly.
However, you get rid of him, you get rid of this contract, you have more money to move around and do more things, and you're not held up.
Absolutely.
You get out of that contract. That's what I'm
But
trying
aren't
to
we out from under that next year anyway?
Here go the thing.
We can wiggle out of it next year, but here's the problem. If Cincinnati calls, you can actually get some top round picks because remember this, we lost picks. Remember that, fellas.
Yeah.
We
Now,
gave
Ryan. Here go the thing. Now, if Cincinnati take on the full contract where it's not, there we have no liability, I mean, if they take on everything, just take Cousins away.
Or if they take a good majority, or if they take a good majority. The reason I say think about this, they take a majority of that contract. We'll pay a little, we'll pay a little bit on the back end, but they want to give up some good draft picks for us with them. Just think about it, man.
Concerns me though.
I'm just saying, just think about it. You
Yeah.
got
What do you think we could get in the way of draft picks? What do you think we could get in the way of draft picks for?
Second, maybe a third.
A second or a third round pick. And that's what we normally hit our sweet spots at in the draft.
See, that's the thing. If Cincinnati will be hurting that bad, we'll have to go to play chess with them. We'll have to go get a first round pick.
You're not getting the first round pick for him.
I already gave it up. But
I'm just saying, you're gonna get one for Kirk though. You ain't getting it. They're not gonna give you no first round pick.
There's no team giving up.
But here's the thing. So what if they give you a second round pick, a third round pick, and a fourth? What if they give up 3 picks to bring this dude in at that point?
I will pack his house up. I will pack his house up myself.
Listen, if they're willing to give up multiple picks to bring that dude in and take half of that contract and we'll pay the other half, that's a steal for us.
Money wise, it is. Money wise, it is. But when you look at the team that we have now, right, that could very well go to the playoffs and beyond. And if something was to go crazy, like it's probably been known to do, are we going to trust that the ball in Emory Jones' hands? Emory is on the injury reserve right now.
Emery's not a bad. Emery's not a bad quarterback. Emery's not a bad quarterback, but he's on injury reserve. So
that's my point.
Right now, we don't have to bring back.
What's the quarterback we let go?
Easton Stick.
We have to bring him back.
So here's my question for you. You bring that up. I got something for you. You brought that up. So I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Okay.
Come on.
We get rid of him next year. You still gonna be stuck with the same problem with these backs.
Yeah, we won't be held. We won't be accountable for the money.
But if we're not, here's my thing. If they're willing to take majority of that money and we're not stuck with that, I'm just saying. We literally still would make out with draft picks. This is what I'm saying. We gave up a ton of draft picks last year.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying is this. We still have to build up depth on this team because let's be real. We don't have championship depth right now.
Yeah.
We don't have it yet. So at this point, you want to unload something like that and get some dividends for it. I'm all for that. Now, if the price ain't right, you keep him right here.
Yeah. I got
him sit. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying just shoo him off, but I'm saying make sure that you get some compensation for this guy if we do get rid of him. You gotta get something out of the deal.
Oh yeah. We definitely got
we do need some linemen now. So
aren't we going to be close to about $80 million of money next year? Anyway,
John, here's my thing. And this is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at bringing in another veteran tackle at this point. Yeah, they gave McGarry that money, but he done got hurt. He's damaged goods at this point right now. And everybody's like, oh, we gonna struggle. Okay. Wilkinson done figured this out. Yeah. So at this point, okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead
and don't forget, we got that tackle from Cincinnati.
No. He came out of Wisconsin. That's Jack Nelson. Jack hurt hurt his calf. That's the reason he's not playing. He would have been starting over Wilkinson.
But I'm talking about the guy we got from Seattle though. The one that rookie that came in and held down against Matthew Judon. He came in like 2 days before the game, and Matthew Judon wasn't able to do nothing against it.
he's pretty much a project
Josh
player
Dobbs.
that has to be developed. No, he's talking about the cat we got from Seattle. He's on the practice squad.
Yeah.
He's a guy that's not good in pass protection at all.
Now, he did
no, I'm saying, but overall, he had a good game, but consistently, he's not good in pass protection.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why Seattle let him go, because they're good with developing linemen over there in Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll just say this. I really believe that we have the ingredients to make a playoff appearance. If we get beyond that, we'll be playing with house money at this point. Because we got a young team, no experience, a couple of veterans on this team that have played in the postseason. But again, we still are trying to figure out our offense. Still have not figured it out within having a whole year of Zach Robinson being here.
Hey, is it we haven't figured it out, or Zach Robinson hasn't figured it out?
Zach Robinson
figured it out. You already know what we need to do.
It's the combination of
the reason I'm saying we is this. We sitting here as couch coaches talking. We pretty much armchair guys. If it was easy, we'd all be employed. And I have to get on myself with this too, because I'm guilty of it as well.
Right.
However, I will say this. Common sense is very common. And if you got half of a brain, you can figure out, just keep doing what works. Right. He goes away from that, and that right there causes him to get into trouble. And that will cost us ball games, fellas.
And there's also
Bijan is saving Zach Robinson right now.
There's also a thing called execution, because he can call the right play, but if the offensive line ain't gonna block, and if they run the wrong route, it doesn't matter. So again, it's two parts to this. Because that can call up the right play, but if they don't execute, it's still going to end up in a negative play. And if the offensive line does execute and he calls a terrible play, same thing. So it's both parts. Both parts work in tandem with one another. They have to figure that out. That's the biggest issue. They have to figure that out.
I think it's more on. I think it too is more on Michael Penix's shoulders. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because when he was over at Washington, he didn't have an offensive line. When he was over at Indiana, he didn't have an offensive line there. But
no, he had an offensive line at Washington. No, he had a line. It was over in Indiana. He didn't have a line. No, he did.
He had no line. That's why he's always hurt.
Here's the thing. You don't make it to the national championship game if you ain't got that O line. And he had 1,000-yard rusher in that backfield.
But he had to. He changed something too, though. He did the exact same thing. He did the exact same thing Tom Brady did when Tom Brady first got to the league. But Tom Brady didn't have an absolute line whatsoever in New England. But you remember Tom Brady was the guy. He liked to throw that. When he first came in, he liked to throw that long ball.
So I'm gonna give you this. Since you say that, I'm gonna pull this up for you, because here's the thing. In Indiana, he didn't have a line. He had to use his legs at that time. After he blew when he blew his knee out twice, he goes to Washington. Jimmy Lake had a team built already. That offensive line was already established.
Why would you say that?
They just needed somebody to pull the trigger. So when Jimmy Lake got fired, and pretty much the head coach that's at Alabama now, Kalen DeBoer, goes over there, he takes his system with Ryan Grubb, the OC, and they just put their passing concepts in there. They had an O-line, because you don't get nominated for the Heisman if you don't have nobody blocking for you like that.
I'll tell you why he got nominated for the Heisman. He used his legs more.
No, he didn't. He didn't. He was a pocket passer.
He was a pocket passer.
Yes, but he didn't use it nowhere near what he did over in Indiana. But he did use his legs in situations like what we were talking about today, where he needed to use them. When he became under duress, he got on the bike. He got going.
But when you have 2 1,200-yard receivers. And Roma Duze, you had Roma Duze. Yeah. You had the other running back, and I can't remember the other receiver's name. All of those guys was over 1,000 yards in their respective positions.
Right.
Roma Duze was the number one receiver in the nation at that time.
Right.
He had one of the greatest offensive lines in college football 2 years ago.
Cam, hold up. This is what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull this up. just so I can make sure you don't think I'm lying. Here you go. Michael Penix Jr.'s numbers at Indiana. He blew his knee out that year in 2018. He had 1,300 yards in 2019, 1,600 yards passing in 2020. Now he goes to Washington in 2022.
Right.
He has 4,641 yards, and he had 31 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. The next year, he damn near had 5,000 yards passing with a 65% completion rate, 4,903 yards with 36 touchdowns and 11 interceptions. That was the national championship year.
You want to see the difference?
This is why. Here's the thing: it wasn't much of a difference when he was at Washington. This is why he was considered a Heisman finalist, because him and Jaden Daniels were the two best passing quarterbacks in the country that year. So when you damn near get 5,000 yards, you have to have an offensive line to block for you, and you have to be able to do that. He didn't run much that year.
Did he have that offensive line, or did he have great receivers?
The offensive line was ranked number 1 in the nation.
He had both.
Who's offensive line?
Washington was ranked number 1.
Washington was ranked up there, but then here's the thing: Michigan got the Joe Moore Award because they had more rushing yards than Washington. That was why. But Washington's offensive line was right up there for that Joe Moore Award. And here's the crazy part: Georgia's offensive line was up there, even with the crappy year that they had, with Carson Beck. So again, when you sit back and you look at it,
appreciate that, Georgia.
But here's the thing: when you sit back and look at it, you got to remember Jaden Polk was the other receiver who was a top draft pick.
That's I still think of his name. Thank you.
So while we're saying that, no, Penix had weapons.
Yeah,
he had weapons at Washington. It was not like Indiana. That's why we're like, no. We understand what you're saying about Indiana, but Washington, no. Kalen DeBoer to another level.
That was a complete football team. That was
all the way around. Because remember, we also drafted Braylon Trice up out of there too.
Right.
Until they faced Michigan.
So when you look at Michael Penix Jr. or whatnot, yes, he can run, and he let you know he a Florida boy because he got them feet on him. But at the same time,
305, baby,
he's quick.
Well, he ain't from 305, but still.
Nah, that boy Dade City, right out of Tampa. But he's quick, and he's quick, but he's not fast. But the thing is, I keep telling people, hands down, his passing game is really stuff of legend because he worked with a coach that won on every level. The only reason why Kalen DeBoer don't have a national championship is because of J.J. McCarthy. And now that he's in the SEC, you got to go against Kirby Smart and all these animals. So, and right now, they not gonna get it like they think they are. It's not gonna go back to the Saban days, but he's not a bad coach because he's won on every level. And everywhere that he's gone, he's put guys in the league. So Michael Penix Jr. just happened to be his crown jewel at that quarterback spot because of the fact that he was a Heisman candidate. And he had receivers that was nominated for the Biletnikoff Award. So he had an O-line. He had 1,000-yard back. He had 1,000-yard receivers. So, but I know you a Hurricane fan, so I already know you good with what y'all got right now. You welcome for Carson Beck. You welcome for Carson Beck, by the way, too.
Yeah.
You welcome.
At least for this year.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is you better pray and hope they don't put no pressure on his ass. He fold like a folding chair.
Right now, I think he figured it out, though.
No, I think he's figured it out. Love him.
Crystal ball is out. Crystal ball is our Achilles heel right now. So great recruiter, but bad head coaching.
Long as he's there, Miami will not sniff the days of the Michael Irvin days or the 01 Canes. But ending the show, shout out to my boy Island Mike. I had to throw some Miami stuff in there. I ain't got beef with Miami. I ain't got no problem with the Canes. But tell the folks where they can find you at. Miss Atlanta Falcon Nation. I'm sorry. I always messed that up. I'm sorry, bro.
Matter of fact, you can find me with them too. Because I do Atlanta Falcons Nation International with them. So yeah, I can be found with them too as well. But anyway, you can find me. But yeah, you can find me on YouTube primarily. Atlanta Falcons Fandemic Facebook. I'm going to start up another channel where I cover all sports now. You're gonna be able to find me on Spotify. You're gonna be able to find me on matter of fact, I won't even be on StreamYard no more. I'll probably move on over to Riverside. StreamYard is tripping right now. But yeah, you can find me on YouTube, man, with everybody. So I'm primarily on everybody's podcast. I do pretty much just talking content. I address issues. But yeah, and I be on just about everybody's podcast. But I try to level up with everybody, but I'm trying to find a day where I can actually give fans what they're looking for. I don't like doing pop-up shows. I know a lot of people like doing them, but I want to give a day to where people can know where they can find me and join me when I do this content. So but yeah, just look out for more for me to come. This is gonna be an exciting season. The Falcons gonna give me all I can handle right now. So but the Miami Hurricane page that's coming up as well sooner than later. We're number 5 right now, so it's a lot to talk about. But look for me out on YouTube, y'all.
Don't worry about it. We'll see y'all in the playoffs. Y'all got to get through our little brother though too.
Who was that? Now don't say UCL.
No, Georgia Tech, sir.
Oh, okay.
I'm a Bulldog fan, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Y'all got to get through our little brothers.
We'll get there.
Hey,
about a year away.
Hey, listen. It ain't sweet over there in Georgia Tech no more. There ain't no easy win no more.
Hey, you saw what they did the other day, didn't
you? Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. But man, we appreciate you, Fandemic, for coming through, man. Appreciate that, man. Next time,
have me on, man. Good talking with you fellas, man. Great here.
Don't worry, come back next week. We'll have
yes,
another
sir.
show. You're more than welcome.
Oh yeah, we'll be there.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Later. Peace.
John, what you got?
Hey, I really appreciate you guys letting me come in here and commiserate with you tonight and talk sports with you. You can find me on the Eye Test every Wednesday night at 10 o'clock on the CBS station. Thank you.
You know what? If y'all go to the Eye Test, it's for people that's late night. It's the latest that the Birdcage has done in a long time. But if you go to the Eye Test, they're up at this time of night and it gets dangerous. It gets dangerous over there. So y'all got to be careful. But appreciate you, John, for coming through. Will.
Yeah.
I'm going, man. All right.
Coach Cam, another show in the can. Appreciate you for coming through, my guy.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, you know how we do it. Like we say, man, you got to get right or you get left. So appreciate you for helping us get right in this party lounge. I'm getting ready to shut it down and start cleaning up these tables, man. I got a long night ahead of me.
Same here, big bro. Same here.
All right, man. I'll catch you next time. And the fans, thank y'all for coming through. We appreciate y'all for coming through, from Will to Ron to K-Dub. We had Fandemic on, and we had a few other folks tonight to hit us up in the chat. A1, Berto, and so many other shows, man. We definitely appreciate you guys for tuning in tonight and checking out the party line. We'll have a bumper to bumper this week where I give a little bit of a breakdown from this game and outside of this game. Gonna talk a little bit about next week's matchup. So, man, y'all please tune in. As I said, if you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because we're going to keep bringing you some great content this season, and we look forward to making this playoff run. So, like we say, you either get right or you get left. So you got right. Now you can go ahead and get left and come back next week. We'll catch you then. Ghosts.